Chat. How the fuck we feeling, baby? How we feeling, baby? How we feeling? We'll wait for people to get in here. Vibes are high. Vibes are high. Vibes are fucking high. Vibes are high, chat. Okay? Vibes are high. Vibes are fucking high. This is the best day of the season. We're waiting for Avery to hop in here. If you are watching this right now, Ross Atkins, like a thief in the night, walked into the Houston Astros facility and stole 3 prospects from the Houston Astros and said, take the man with a 6.5 ERA in his last 3 weeks, and we will take 3 prospects. We will take 3 prospects from you. One of them, the number 2 prospect now in the Toronto Blue Jays system, a guy that is going to slide right into the farm system as the number 2. He is going to start games for the Toronto Blue Jays. I forgot his name. Someone tell me his fucking name in it. Someone tell me his fucking name. What is his goddamn name? It doesn't matter to me. What's his name? Something Moss. I forgot the fucking name. I forgot his name. Jake Blossom. Okay? Boners for Blossom. Now listen to me. And when you thought Ross was done with just Jake Bloss, he said, let me grab a Paisan. Let me grab an Italian Paisan. Let me get Joey Loporfido in this motherfucker. He grabbed Joey Loporfido. And who else did he grab? He said, you know, Billy Wagner? We want that motherfucker's son too. Give me his fucking son. Give me Willie Wagner, whatever the fuck his name is. And he took him from the Astros too. 3 prospects. Listen, I am not a prospect guy. Let me make this very clear. I am not a prospect guy. But when your team is on the brink of poverty, third world country ass baseball team, and we have some fun names coming in the mix, we love a Nepo baby. Avery, how?
Dude, so sick. What an awesome day to be a Blue Jays fan here. Awesome return. We said selling sucked yesterday. Feels a lot different today after fleecing someone else, man. Holy shit.
The Braves just got Soler too.
He's back.
Sometimes you got to go back to before. Hey, Alex Anthopoulos, enjoy Soler, buddy. We got a fucking Paisan on our team now. We got a number 2 prospect. Avery, what can you tell us about Bloss? What can you tell us about him? Obviously, the numbers are not there right now on the show, but he has looked insane in the minors. Like, I'm talking sub 2 ERA.
Yeah,
what can you tell us about our king?
So he's like 23, late bloomer in college. Was at Lafayette College and then transfers to Georgetown. So 2 just total non-baseball powerhouses at all. Like Big East pitcher of the year, I believe, up to 97 while he was in college. He's not been really up to 97 in his minors, but he gets back here to the big leagues. He's been okay. Like he's through 4 levels so far this season. He started an A-ball this year as a 23-year-old. Really good in the minors. The strikeout numbers, like not crazy. You'd love to see strikeout numbers high, like someone with insane stuff, but the breaking balls are really good. He has good fastball shape. Bloss does, like really good extension. So that's good for him. Like you're on top of the guys with your extension. As long as you locate that, it looks like just heat maps in the middle red for him. So let's get on the outside of that. And he's a pretty good arm, but he's got like 6 different pitches he's throwing to this point so far in the big leagues. He goes 4-seamer, slider, curveball, sweeper, changeup, sinker so far. So him and Bassett can get on a little pinch sink soon.
We got Bassett at home.
Yeah, like I would love to see like a little more the velo come back for him. He averages 93.5 on his 4-seamer to this point. And the numbers aren't great on his 4-seam fastball in the big leagues this season. 750 slug on his 4-seamer so far. So
holy shit.
I think he's just in the middle.
Let's scrap that bitch. Let's scrap the 4-seamer.
I think the numbers aren't great on that pitch.
I'm a Bloss. Bitch, I'm a Bloss. I actually like And just looking into the logistics of the trade, like obviously, as we know, I'm not a prospect guy, so I didn't really know. I know obviously who Joey Loporfido is. He was the guy that Astros fans were clinging to when Jose Abreu got sent down to the minor leagues. But how the fuck did Ross Atkins get 3 guys for Yusei Kikuchi, who has over a 6 ERA, like in the last 3 weeks? I don't understand how this trade even made sense. But how do you get a package like that for a starting pitcher who has been scuffling when you have like your prospect system is not the greatest with the Houston Astros? You just depleted it for fucking Yusei Kikuchi, dude.
It doesn't seem really good. Like, because when we thought the deal was happening, it was 1-for-1. That's what we thought the deal was. Bloss for Kikuchi. And Astros fans still thought that was an overpay.
Yeah.
It is very funny that when you look back on trade deadlines happening, it's always what went the other way. Like, it's not, hey, are they going to help you win a World Series? But you add in Loperfido and you add in Will Wagner as well. I was completely shocked. You had to think that the Tigers are kicking themselves in this situation because,
dude, what does Tariq Skubal get here?
I'm not thinking Skubal. Like, Skubal gets a ton, obviously. Skubal clears out some of the prospects for the Orioles. Like, that's who I think is the only one willing to do a deal based on how things are going right now for trades. But like Jack Flaherty is what I'm thinking in this situation instead of Kikuchi. Like, if they get to this spot with Flaherty, I would probably think about taking that as well for him. But I tip of the cap for getting this for Kikuchi as well. Loperfido was the most obvious like 4A player of this season. Hasn't totally figured out in the big leagues, but playing really good defense to this point. Highlight real defense, at least not. I don't know, the stats are telling me that.
That's what, yeah. Jays fans are gonna love to hear that, eh? Jays fans are gonna love to hear another defensive guy.
He should not be defensive. He's playing. I've seen him play good defense so far. So yeah, Loperfido again. He was, when he got called up to the big leagues, he was leading minor league baseball in home runs so far this season. So that's the type of power you can have. Again, acquiring left-handed bats has been really awesome for them as well. So these are 3 guys who are decently old. Loperfido 25, Will Wagner 26, and then Bloss is 23 as well. So when he talks about competing next season, these are kind of the types of moves that get you the spot. If they're playing and they hit their ceiling next season, yes, you're overachieving and you are kind of there. So I love this move so far. Loperfido, a strikeout guy, not making a ton of zone contact so far, would make sense if you're swinging and missing a lot and striking out, but a really good barrel rate. If he can figure some things out as well. Like, I really do like the Loperfido move. And Will Wagner, someone I don't know about, Billy Wagner's son. We have an in. If he makes it to the big leagues, Evan's best friend at VCU played with him in high school, so we will be able to get the
we are close to getting Joey Loperfido on the pod. I've talked to Forrest Whitley already.
Let's
about
go.
It. Obviously, it will obviously be like a couple of weeks down the road. Like, I'm not going to just get this fucking guy on the pod like immediately. But yeah, and I know
Joey Loperfido's real name is Mario, by the way.
Yes, he is the most paisan ass Italian dude ever. And I'm seeing some people in the chat here saying, like, who gets traded next? Brother, this is the pinnacle, what we just got here. Like, this, we're not getting a package anywhere in the same stratosphere. Maybe for Chad Green, maybe. Like, I could see.
I don't think so.
Like, well, Chad Green will get you a top 15 prospect, probably. Like, from a team.
Yeah, probably.
For sure. Because of the control. Because you have him next year as well, right?
Yeah, you're paying him 10 something next year as well.
Like, I could see Chad Green getting you maybe a guy, but
IKF gets you get more bodies in return for IKF, probably.
I think IKF is the next to go, to be honest.
You'd think so. Like,
I don't see a world where you don't trade IKF in, like, if you're trying to maximize that farm.
Yeah, IKF is about useless for what this team is trying to do for the next season, I believe.
Yeah.
I think you should move him before Chad Green. If they legitimately want to compete, if that's the actual thing, I think you just keep Chad, because you're going to pay for bullpen guys, because no one wants to take bullpen innings right now for this team who's on the active roster. So I would probably just keep Chad
Well,
Green,
and people
honestly.
in the chat are saying, can you trade a guy on the IL? IKF is not on the IL. IKF is on a rehab stint coming back to Toronto. It's going to be a crazy, crazy deadline tomorrow at 6 p.m. Ross Atkins is clearly cooking. I think we can fairly say, Avery, like, I'm not going to give this guy an A, but he's at a B+ right now in terms of like what he has flipped for the kind of scraps that he has traded, not like besides Yusei Kikuchi, right? Like these are some pretty decent deals he's done here.
Yeah, there's an influx of talent. It might not be top end talent into the system that they were begging for. Really shocked that it's only been one arm who's major league ready. Like there's no projects with the arms, so I'm kind of surprised by that. But maybe they'll try to go for that because it seems like they've figured out some bats here. I think if they move IKF and Chad Green,
I think you move IKF. Like what Ernie Clement is giving you right now is insane. Ernie Clement's hitting like 500 the last 2 weeks. Leo Jimenez can also be good for you as well. If you are not in win now mode, you're in win next year mode, and IKF is at the highest value. He has like a 700 OPS or 750 OPS. The guy has been on the absolute loose. You gotta trade IKF to a team that needs good defense, needs flexibility in positions, and a guy that can actually swing it. IKF has been swinging it.
Yep.
Like I think if I'm Ross Atkins, I am taking every single call on the planet for IKF. And I know a lot of people in the chat here are talking about the Bassett. Seeing what we just got for Kikuchi, I genuinely don't know what you get for Bassett. Like it's got to be crazy, right? Because you have him for next year. You have him for a year and a half.
For sure. And obviously teams trade based on how they value players in their own organization. I wouldn't even know what to put a dream package together. We'd just get chirped for whatever we could come up with. I think they'd been listening no matter what on them. So if they Ross is ready to do deals, it's obvious. If something good enough happened for Bassett, they'd be thinking about it at this point. So again, it's all about if they legitimately think they're trying to win next season. Because if they do, Bassett's on this team. He helps you get through the regular season, which is what you need to do.
Yeah, and the thing about Bassett is like Bassett, you could just chalk him up for close to 200 innings pitched and a 3.5 ERA. And if you're trying to compete next year, you know that is what you're going to get. You don't know if you're going to get that from a prospect or a guy you sign in the offseason. So I do agree with keeping Bassett. And listen, I mean, this team, Ross Atkins, do you think Bloss or whatever, do you think he starts?
Well, he should get the Wednesday start.
You think he gets the one?
There's no one really else who's pitching well in the minors that you wouldn't just give him.
Why not the Sanchez?
I don't want him, man. Yeah, I think he gets the Kikuchi Wednesday start because he was supposed to start tonight, scratched tonight. He would be on fine rest.
Bloss was supposed to start tonight?
Yeah, he got scratched from his start. It was him against Skeens was the projected starters. They scratched him early on. I don't know who ended up pitching for the Astros, but it was supposed to be him. So I think you give him a day to get over here, throw, and then you'll have him start Wednesday, I would guess.
Sanchez did not pitch tonight, Matthew. He pitched yesterday. 5-inning pitched, 7 walks. Listen, it would be objectively
well, respect to 0 earned runs, please.
I do respect the 0 earned runs. I do. But if Bloss starts on Wednesday, a little 12:35 game, I mean, I could talk myself into watching that shit. You know, I can get behind that.
You're going to watch the game no matter what.
I'll watch it no matter what. But, I mean, let me make this clear. You know for a goddamn fact he is starting on Wednesday. They literally can't do a bullpen game. They threw like 70 arms today.
Yeah, the one person who would come up and start that game was Bowden Francis, and he pitched. He had to pitch in game 2 of the doubleheader today.
Okay, let's talk about the other guy, Shrek. Don't care. I'll say.
Well, so Shrek, I think that's how you say his name. Shrek and Loperfido were teammates at Duke, I believe. So they acquired some friends, and now they are both
and a Nepo baby. We lose Cavan.
Yes.
We grab another Nepo baby, right?
They do.
That's what Ross Atkins does. He has a Nepo baby kink. He does. And the best thing you'd say is, and I guarantee you Ross Atkins says this at a certain press conference, he'll be like, listen, This guy's been in a big league clubhouse. He knows how to act in a big league clubhouse. He's a veteran presence. That's why we picked up Wagner. But yeah, Shrek. Shout out Shrek.
Shrek has a 64 weighted runs created plus in double. Oh, it's 8 games. I'll give him a chance. But he was hitting home runs in A ball as a 23-year-old. I mean, he should probably be at double A, and we'll see how he does there. But left-handed swinger as well, outfielder. They went all going heavy on the lefties here.
They really are. And I mean, I know I'm loving the takes people are spewing here with like, this has James Click's fingerprints written all over it. Like, come on, bro. Like, he probably helped with the trade, obviously. But like, you got to give credit to Ross Atkins when it's due. I haven't seen anyone really complain about this trade on Twitter.
It is so awesome to see other teams complain about moves.
Oh, dude, it rocks. I have just strictly seen Houston Astros fans like, what the fuck? They're all complaining about it. And it's just, I have chills thinking about it because we are on the other side of that usually. A couple things that I did want to touch on here. Do you think Lo Perfido comes up immediately, or you think he just stays in AAA?
Well, he's in the bigs right now. So I would think so, yeah.
So you think Baroa gets sent down for Lo Perfido probably?
Probably.
Yeah. Baroa, and then Leo Jimenez gets sent down for Wagner?
No, Wagner's a minor leaguer. He'll stay in AAA, I believe. But I think there's a really good chance Lo Perfido and Bloss are just on the team.
I do want to say this as well, though. Like, I truly do feel bad for Yusei Kikuchi because Houston fans already hate his guts, and he has
a no-win situation besides winning a World Series game this year.
Yes, like Yusei Kikuchi now, essentially is just like one of the most hated men in Houston, and it wasn't even him that did the move. Like that, he just got traded. Like it feels sad, man. I feel sad for the guy because we obviously know how good of a guy he is, but like it is crazy. The Houston fans, the racist shit I was seeing on my timeline today. It's like Kikuchi had no control over that. None.
No. So they'll figure out who's up, who's down. And again, with some trades tomorrow, it'll still be a mess tomorrow. I think Wednesday we'll figure everything out about who needs to take up some roster spots and who is going to be there. Because Clase, they might want him soon too to see what's up, and if that might happen, that might be the end of Kevin Kiermaier. If they want,
Kevin Kiermaier's on this team still.
He's played some pretty good.
I know he actually has been raking at the plate, which makes it sad. But we'll talk about Nate Pierce on the pod because I don't want to ruin the podcast for tomorrow, Wednesday.
We'll talk about Savage as well. Oh, sorry, I'll just touch on it now. I think Shai said that everything seems fine. They think they'll get something done. With Trey Savage.
It is objectively funny. Like, I have been having a field day just reading Astros fans' tweets, essentially like wanting their GM dead because of how bad the trade is. So it's cool to be on that side of it. It is. It's awesome. I'm all in on it. And the last thing I did want to touch on, I'd be pissed if we didn't talk about this. Vlad Guerrero Jr. today. 7 for 10, 3 doubles, 2 home runs, accumulated 0.6 FWAR today by itself. His OPS is over 900. His slugging is over 500. His average is over 300. Is this the best version of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. we have ever seen, like this past 3 or 4 week stretch? Because I'll be honest with you, I have never seen, like, this is, maybe I don't remember 2021 as much, but this is ridiculous, dude. Ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, 2021, 3 years ago for us, you will be able to forget that pretty well. But yeah, Major League Park Vlad here, just doing it big right now. He is so locked in. It's insane. The sound of the bat and his last home run tonight was also insane. He is, he is just incredibly locked in. Really, really sucks that the 2 best seasons we're going to have from Vlad end with the team not making the playoffs.
Yes.
So is Vlad going to be good, or is the team going to make the playoffs? Those don't go hand in hand. Like,
I'm not going to address Avery saying Vladdy won't get to 30. Okay.
Like, I legitimately thought he wouldn't get to 30. Very happy if he does that. Like, I have no problem being wrong on
Like,
that.
you know what's crazy is, like, if he gets to 30, that essentially means, like, he doesn't keep up the pace that he's on. But that means that his OPS will be over 900 probably. And Vladdy right now's weighted runs created plus is like 155. Like, this is a ridiculous stretch from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I can't even fathom it. He has like 5 home runs in like a week.
It's been special, man. So good, tear to my eye type of shit, Vladdy.
Like that ball he hit today, like the second home run he hit over the wall, that ball didn't go 10 feet over the ground.
Both of his home runs today were insane. The backside one, game 1, and then the missile that went 7 feet off the ground the whole way and took off. We can talk more about that on the pod on Wednesday, but a clean day of business from Ross Atkins today.
Yep. You know, just wipe the hands off there, Rossi boy.
Ross, get your 5 hours. We go again tomorrow, brother.
Your 5 hours, Ross. We go tomorrow. Let's get IKF off this club at the maximum value, and let's fucking get more guys. We are prospect watching. IKF to whoever wants them, to the Yankees for Jason Dominguez. I don't give a shit. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. This is probably, I mean, besides the wild card game where we had 800 concurrent viewers, we were at like 380 the entire time here. So this absolutely rocks. We love you guys, man. Gate 14 forever. If you are at Creed tomorrow, we will see you there. We will see you there. It has been a great day as a Toronto Blue Jays fan. Vladdy's back. Ross Atkins fleeced the fuck out of the Houston Astros. And Bowden Francis looked pretty fucking good. After he got settled in. We will talk to you guys Wednesday night podcast. And hopefully we got some more trades to break down for you guys. Enjoy 12:35. We have potential debut for a new Toronto Blue Jay. So stay tuned for that as well. And we will see you guys Wednesday night. Love you guys.